Welcome back, all you awe-inspiring gladiators. Welcome back to the Sledgehammer's Edge Powerpack series. Last time, if I recall, we had talked about your journey towards your inner being. A very, very important, very, very critical part of your existence if you really want to be very successful CEOs and entrepreneurs. I wasn't joking when I said in one of my previous sessions with you that the 5% of the global population who are the most successful CEOs and entrepreneurs in the world are always thinking from within. You'll be surprised how critical it is for a very successful existence, both professionally and personally, to think from within. I'm going to share one incident with you which actually took me on a path inwards, and I was so happy that happened. While on my professional journey to the summit, I was going through enormous amount of challenges, professional challenges, personal challenges. It all keys up, it all builds up, and I'm sure many of you CEOs and many of you entrepreneurs would be experiencing this at this point in time too. And I don't recall when, but must be around 15, 18 years back, when I was going through all that stress, that turmoil, the work-life imbalance, so to speak. I discovered a very interesting quote written by our own Jiddu Krishnamurti, and he said, to understand the immeasurable, the mind must be extraordinarily quiet and still. And that made me take that step forward to understand and discover what are the benefits and the importance of meditation in people's lives. And it is an amazing journey I took meditating every 20 minutes, sometimes 30 to 40 minutes or maybe an hour if time was permissible, but most often it was 20 minutes to 30 minutes. And let me tell you, that calmness, the quietude, the stillness takes you on a journey inwards. Now, don't imagine even remotely that if you start meditating every morning, in a couple of days you'll be moving inwards. No, it doesn't happen that way. All these years you have been in the external environment, hardly ever in touch with your inner being. To move back inwards takes a lot of time, takes a lot of resilience, takes a lot of dedication, but when it bears fruit, it is amazing. So, in one of these sessions that I had planned to take with you, and I'd even told you about this earlier, is that how do you discover all the powers of the universe that exists within you? And we will go through that definitely, because for all you CEOs and all you entrepreneurs, discovering, rediscovering, and using the advantage of all the powers that the universe has instilled inside you is very, very important. But to discover those powers, the only way is to move inwards. And the medium is meditation. Now, it's no point me telling you about what are the health benefits of meditation. You have to just Google it and you'll know what it's all about. There are millions of health meditations, especially stress control, blood pressure, normalizing. I mean, there are so many things. But the biggest thing and the best thing about meditating is that it gives you a lot of room for contemplation. It takes you from your conscious mind to your subconscious mind, deep into your unconscious mind, which is like a computer RAM. Every experience, every thought, every incident is recorded in that unconscious mind of yours. It takes you there over a period of time. There is not a single challenge that I couldn't handle by first moving into my inner being and searching deep within it solutions to handle these challenges. It has always been an amazing experience, even today, when I sit down to meditate. And of course, with all these years of practicing, it doesn't take me a few seconds to move into my inner being now. It wasn't earlier. It takes time. Don't try controlling your thoughts. Don't try controlling sound around you. Or don't try just don't pay attention. Let it happen. The most important thing is sliding in. And as you practice deeply with a lot of determination, you will soon realize that a point of time comes when you will start looking at your mind and your body as different dimensions and not you. And that is when you will start seeing the magic of your inner being. Every one of those successful CEOs and entrepreneurs that unfortunately only constitute 5% of the global population think from their inner being, because that is when you get to think from a higher level of consciousness. You strategize. You work things out. Challenges, it's amazing. Before I got into this journey of meditating, I would look at a challenge and my entire life would get caught up in its stress. Everything else I would ignore and have sleepless nights wondering how to get a solution to the challenge, from where to get the solution to that challenge. But later on, when I started thinking from a perspective from deep within, I realized one thing, that your challenge is just 5% of the reality of your entire thought process. The balance 95% actually is a host of imaginations. And it's this 95% of imaginations which create all the imbalance. And therefore, very rarely do you find a solution to handle the challenge. I advise each one of you awe-inspiring gladiators to develop a habit of just sitting cross-legged or comfortably in a chair with your palms facing the universe. Close your eyes and just be there with it. Initially, you may not be able to achieve what you assumed that you will achieve in that short period of time. But move on. Keep at it every morning. And believe me, it is just a matter of time before you will experience an ethereal presence deep within. It is only through deep meditation will you soon realize what your ultimate possibility is as a human being. You know, I have this wonderful quote in front of me by Donald Walters, and he says, "The more regularly and the more deeply you meditate, the sooner you will find yourself acting always from a center of peace." Till our next session, when we will start discovering all the powers that you have within you, instilled by the universe. Till then, have a great life. Ciao for now.